Hey everybody, welcome to week 2 of Summer Surge. So now we're into the even week. So remember, we had the odd weeks, what we did Monday, Wednesday, Friday with some strength work focused. This week will be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So then those folks that come in on those odd days, odd schedule, so hopefully we can hit those strength movements. Y'all get some good conditioning work. But you'll notice this week there's going to be a good flow to how the conditioning is done and some of the skill work and some other stuff of how we're planning the week. Anyways, Monday, we're starting off with 4 4-minute AMRAPs. We know we love these style of intervals. They have been proven to not only increase your capacity across broad times modal domain, but it's really good to put some strength work in on these. So last week we had that ascending burpees, do that lactate threshold. This week we're going to add some weight to it. So it's going to be opposite. We have a squat clean. We're going to do ski erg, and I'm hoping to have another platform in here. I'm hoping to have another ski erg again. At least I thought I was by now, because we ordered one to have 6. We might not have it in, so we might have to do some rowing in there, some biking, or do some alternative stuff, depending on the size of the class. Anyways, you got 4 4-minute AMRAPs, 2 minutes rest in between. We got squat clean, 400, 300 meter ski erg, 15 deadlifts or a deadlift portion, and then max burpee bar muscle ups in the remaining time. How the squat clean is going to work, it's going to go 10, 8, 6, 4 per set. We're going to have an ascending weight this week. So with this one, we're going to go, the weight prescribed is heavy. So just know we program for the best, we scale for the rest. There's nothing wrong with scaling. That's just how it's going to work out in this gym. You know, 10 reps at 185, 125. And then you'll go 400 meter, 300 meter ski erg sprint, and then you'll do 15 deadlifts at that weight to 185, 125. Then max burpee bar muscle ups. Next set, we have 8 squat cleans at 205, 135. Then you have 400 meter, 300 meter ski, and then you have 12 deadlifts at that heavier weight with a max burpee bar muscle up. Then we're going to go 6 squat cleans, 225, 155, 400, 300 meter ski erg. And then we have 9 deadlifts at that weight with max burpee bar muscle ups. And then we have 4 squat clean, 245, 185, 185, 400, 300 meter ski. And then we have 6 deadlifts and then max burpee bar muscle ups. So it's going to be a little bit different pacing, a little bit different intent, a little bit different strategy when it comes to this. Now, FYI, I'm going to be scaling these weights down myself. I will probably be going like 155, 185, 205, and end at 225, hopefully. Just the way my strength levels are right now and the way my body's feeling. So just know that this weight right here should probably start around 60. It should be like 60, 70, 80, 90%. Or maybe like 55, 65, 75, 85% of your 1 rep max. If you have a really high 1 rep max clean, this right here will be really tough to do sticking to those percentages. So you just got to find a good weight that you can do, that you know when you get to those sets of 4 that you can still do that. Some of you in here might just need to do all of your reps at 1 weight, 10, 8, 6, 4. Just try to stay in the same time frame, try to stay in the same consistency each set. And then doing that same weight for the deadlift. And then the max burpee bar muscle ups, we'll do max burpee chest to bars, or we can do max burpee pull ups, or we can do max burpee jumping bar pull ups. Do a lower bar, jump up to that bar. And that's going to be week 1. We have some strength work with some skill work mixed in with some conditioning. This is just a great overall conditioning, true CrossFit style lactate threshold training. Tuesday, we have our strength day. We got every 3 minutes on the minute for 5 sets. So 15 minutes, you're doing 5 push press. We're going to build to a heavy set of 5 today. We're not looking for failure. We're just trying to find something heavy for today. And we're going to superset that each set with 10 on your right, 10 on your left, standing, alternating dumbbell rows. There'll be a video on there to demonstrate too of how to do those. And then we're going to do an 8-minute AMRAP. So right here we have a long conditioning piece. Here we're going with a short, high intense conditioning piece. 8 single arm dumbbell push presses with your right, 8 single arm dumbbell push presses with your left. Then we'll drop down, we'll do 12 weighted sit-ups with what you use. So if you have a 50-pound dumbbell, you're going to try doing 50-pound sit-ups. If we need to anchor our feet with a med ball or even another dumbbell, you're allowed to do that. I'd rather you see get more reps done than struggling just because you can't keep your feet on the ground. Then Wednesday, we're going to do some more conditioning. It's got a little high skill, but then we're going to have some strength with a conditioning sprint on the second half. So part A every 3 minutes on the minute for 18 minutes. So 6 sets, you're going to do 40 double unders, jump on the bike, 20 cal bike, 40 double unders. 80 double unders takes roughly 40 seconds to a minute to complete. That's if it's unbroken. 20, 15 cows, the goal is to be a minute or less on those. Some of you get 30 seconds. The faster you go on this, you're rewarded. You get more rest, but also there's a price to pay on the backside of it. But we're trying to stay consistent within that. Some of you need to be a minute 30. Some of you need to find that 2 minute range, that 2 to 1 work to rest ratio or 1 to 1 work to rest ratio. That's what we're looking for here. And then you're going to rest 4 minutes. So we'll go to the 22-minute mark, and then we're going to do 3 weighted strict pull-ups or just 3 strict pull-ups. They don't have to be unbroken. You can do singles, but then we got 300 and a 250-meter row sprint, which that's going to take you roughly a minute 10 to 50 seconds, depending on how great you are at rowing or how much you struggle with rowing. But we're looking for 1 minute at least. That should be our average time. So if some of you scaling this, 3 strict pull-ups, then you should do 1 minute row as hard as you can, and that should be a minute and a half, maybe more of a rest in between. So this one you're looking more of like that 1.5 to 2 or 2.5 work to rest ratio for this workout, for this part B on Wednesday. Thursday, we're getting back into our favorite squat program that we got going on. Front squat, back squat. We're doing the same thing as last week, except this time we're going to go every 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and we're going to add a set, and we're going to try to go a little bit heavier. So remember last week, encouraged everybody to go 60%. Some of you found that was still very challenging. So this week we're going to add a set, and we're going to try to be a little bit more. So maybe 63, 65%, maybe just adding a 2.5, maybe just adding 5. Because remember, we're having a whole nother set to this. So it's a whole nother 10 reps. So if you did 100 pounds, 100 pounds times that by 10, you're doing 1,000 pounds of extra work today. Now, if you add that, add a little bit of weight to it, 110 pounds, now we've added a little bit more of the workload onto this workout. Then after that, we're going to do a good conditioning piece. It's going to be DT inspired. We're going to go 6 sets every 90 seconds, 12 deadlifts, 9 hang power cleans, 6 shouldered overheads. The goal weight is 115.75. The goal for this workout is to go unbroken. It's probably going to take anywhere from 30 to 45 seconds to go unbroken. For me, it took on average of 40 seconds. The rounds I made it. So rounds 1 through 4, I did 115. I made it. Round 5, I got to 8 hang power cleans, brought it down to the hip. I tried to rest without the bar dropping down to the ground. It did not work out. I had to drop the bar, then finish out. Some of you with much stronger grip than me or just better cycling rate can do this, but this is meant to be that 1 to 1 work to rest ratio, or maybe 40 seconds of all, or 30 to 40 seconds of all out work, really fast, really efficient, then move on. So barbell on this, as a lot of you are probably going to think, oh, I'm going to do DT. None of us in this gym can do DT unbroken with this rep scheme. You're going to need to be, even 135 is going to be super challenging. 115, if you can stay 40 seconds or less, trust me, that will be the perfect antidote or the perfect response that your body will give you, the perfect response that it needs or stimulus that it needs from this workout. This is going to feel uncomfortable if you choose the right way. Some of you might just need to do the barbell and just stay consistent and just focus on technique and just focus on your breathing and get done in maybe 45 seconds or 50 seconds without dropping the bar. And your heart rate's going to be up high enough on that. Trust me on this workout today. Then Friday, we have a little bit more conditioning right here. EMOM 20 minutes, max wall balls, minute 1, max pull-ups, kipping pull-ups. Or if you're doing competitor, or if you have a competition coming up, then maybe we do some butterflies, some high cyclical stuff. But for this one, I really encourage everybody just to do traditional kipping pull-ups. 1, it helps build grip intensity, grip endurance. 2, it's going to help develop your core a little bit more in synchronization and just moving correctly. And then 3, you have max line facing burpees on that. Then minute 4, we're going in max rope climbs, and minute 5, you get to rest. Then for the skill work this week, we're going to work on handstand walking this week. And then Saturday, this is going to be pretty much a love-hate relationship for a lot of you. We have a partner workout, 4-time, 90 bench press, 135-95, 800-meter run. 60 bench press, 185-125, 800-meter run. 30 bench press, 225, 155, 800-meter run. So like I said, love-hate relationship. For those that love to bench press, you're probably not going to love running. For those that hate bench pressing, you're probably going to love the running. So it's going to be a great challenge, but also it's going to be a great time to choose the right partner. Maybe one of you choose a good runner with a good bench presser, or if you just want to put all your baskets into bench pressing, survive the run, get a good bench press partner. Or maybe if you want to smoke the good bench pressers on a run, get a good runner and just try to hang on and maybe do singles and doubles the entire time on bench press. But that way we can spot each other on this. The weights are going to get a little heavier as we go, but we want to challenge ourselves on that. But make sure we keep good form. That's what scares me about putting bench press in Metcon sometimes, is that people get so carried away on their time and forget about keeping the shoulders pinned back in that good position, driving down and up. And they'll get here and then they start moving and then they start not engaging their lats, not getting good proper position with their upper body on a bench press, and bad things can happen. So make sure you just really hone in on just every rep being perfect on the bench press. And then if that takes you a little bit more time so you can recover and go faster on the run, that is better than just hammering out the bench press with disregard of your shoulders or your body in general. That's this week's programming. Need anything, got any questions, reach out to me, info@crossfitbound.com, or text, email, or anyway. But anyways, y'all have a great week. See your names on the leaderboard.